Welcome to Enunciation Perfection by Nicholas Joseph Rosales. This is session number 154, At Home Texturized Printing by Nicholas Joseph Rosales. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Nicholas Joseph Rosales, and I'm thrilled to stand before you at this pivotal moment in printing history. Imagine this. You take a photo of your child laughing, hair tousled in the wind. You print it at home. When you touch the paper, you actually feel the strands of hair. Soft, raised, realistic. Or you print a headshot for your acting portfolio. The fabric on the shirt has the subtle weave, that velvet texture of a jacket you wore that day. It's not just a picture anymore, it's alive, touchable, real. For centuries, printing has been about flat images, ink on paper. Beautiful but limited. We've accepted that touch ends where visual begins, until now. Today I'm excited to introduce something that changes everything. The TexPrint Home. The world's first affordable at-home printer that doesn't just print colors, it prints textures. Let me take you back for a second. We've all grown up with inkjet and laser printers that have revolutionized how we capture memories, share ideas, and run businesses. But even the best ones today stop at the surface. They give you stunning visuals, but zero tactile reality. Photographers spend hours perfecting lighting and composition only for the final print to feel like, well, paper. Artists pour emotion into brushstrokes and fabrics, but reproductions stay cold and flat. Parents want their kids to feel the world through images, yet the magic stops at sight. The gap between what we see and what we can touch has persisted for too long. We've compared this to 3D printing. 3D printing is incredible for building objects, prototypes, tools, but it's complex, slow, material heavy, and overkill when all you want is to enhance a photograph or artwork with believable depth and feel. My idea was to have my headshot and to be able to feel my hair on my headshot, or my mustache and goatee, or my shirt, to be able to feel some sort of texture, like fabric, or for it can look like that, so it can look all 3D and really printed on there already, So it's gonna be actual printer that's gonna actually print hair, or what's gonna look like hair, or it's gonna look like your shirt, or something, beard, or anything really. It's gonna be able to do basically anything, give it texture. TexPrint Home isn't trying to replace 3D printing. It's solving a different problem, making tactile realism accessible on everyday paper, right from your desktop. So how does it work? In simple terms, we use advanced UV LED inkjet technology to layer specially formulated, eco-friendly inks. These inks build up in precise, controlled ways. Up to 2 millimeters of raised texture, while seamlessly blending with full color printing. The results? Hair that feels like hair, carpet that feels plush, clothing that has a weave and pile, all on standard or specialty paper in your home office or studio. We've built a beautiful, compact device about the size of a traditional desktop printer, just 18 by 12 by 8 inches. Plug it in, connect via our intuitive mobile app, upload your image, choose from our growing texture library: hair, wool, denim, velvet, wood grain, and even skin-like subtlety. Adjust the depth, hit print. In 5 to 10 minutes, you hold something extraordinary. And it's not just for pros. Hobbyists can bring family photos to life. Teachers can create tactile learning aids for visually impaired students. Small businesses on Etsy can offer truly unique custom art. Actors and models can present headshots that stand out, literally, in auditions and agencies. We've designed it with sustainability in mind. Low-VOC inks, recyclable cartridges, energy-efficient curing, and at $499 for the base model with affordable $50 ink packs, this isn't a luxury gadget. It's the next evolution of home printing, accessible to anyone who believes creativity deserves more than flat surfaces. Now let me show you what I mean. Feel that? That's not magic. That's innovation finally catching up to human senses. This is where I hand you a document that has textured printing on it. For example, like this would feel like wrinkled paper. Or I would want my border to like pop out a little, like, you know, felt or velvet or something, you know? We've spent years in the lab iterating, testing, listening to photographers, artists, educators, and everyday creators. The feedback was unanimous. People want this. They need this. Printing should engage more than just our eyes. Today marks the beginning of a new era. TexPrint Home isn't just a product. It's a bridge between the digital and the physical, between seeing and feeling. We're launching pre-orders today, with the first shipments in Q4 2027, and we're just getting started. Texture expansions, new substrates, even AR integration so you can preview how it'll feel before you print. To everyone here, partners, creators, dreamers, thank you for believing in the power of touch. Together, we're not just printing images, we're printing experiences. Memories you can hold, art you can feel, stories that come alive under your fingertips. The future of printing isn't flat, it's textured, it's real, it's here. Thank you. I'd love to take a few questions, and if you're lucky, maybe even hand you a sample to feel for yourself. Let's talk about bringing touch back to creativity. And then it goes on to the business plan for it. Executive summary. TexPrint Innovations is a startup focused on developing and launching the TexPrint Home, an affordable at-home printer capable of adding realistic textures to paper prints. This device uses layered UV curable inks to simulate tactile elements like hair, fabric, or carpet, enabling users to create enhanced headshots, art prints, or custom designs with both visual and physical depth. Targeting hobbyists, photographers, artists, and small businesses, the product addresses a gap in consumer printing technology where current home printers are limited to flat images. The global printers market is projected to reach $64.7 billion by 2028, growing at a CAGR of 5.07 from 2023, driven by demand for innovative home and SME solutions. Within this, the home inkjet printer segment is valued at approximately $23.73 billion in 2025 and expected to expand robustly. TexPrint Home positions itself in the emerging niche of tactile and textured printing, currently dominated by professional-grade equipment but untapped for consumer use. Initial funding required: $5 million for R&D, manufacturing and marketing. Projected revenue: $10 million in year 1, scaling to $50 million by year 3 through direct sales and partnerships. With a strong emphasis on user-friendly design and eco-friendly inks, TexPrint aims for 5% market penetration into the specialty home printing segment within 5 years. Company description: TexPrint Innovations is a Delaware-based LLC founded in 2026 by a team of engineers and designers with backgrounds in 3D printing and digital imaging. Our mission is to democratize advanced printing technologies, making tactile enhancements accessible for everyday use. The company will operate from a headquarters in Silicon Valley, with manufacturing outsourced and partners in Asia for cost efficiency. Legal structure: LLC for flexibility and investor appeal. Ownership: founders hold 60%, investors hold 40%. Location: virtual first with small R&D lab, scalable to include customer support centers. Values: innovation, sustainability, and accessibility. Market analysis: the printing industry is evolving beyond flat images, with textured printing gaining traction in art, photography, and design. Current technologies like UV flatbed printing accumulate white ink for embossed effects, creating 3D-like textures on surfaces. Applications include reproducing brushstrokes in art paint prints and adding depth to photographs, mimicking oil paintings or fabrics. However, these are largely professional tools, not available for home use. Market size and growth. Global printers market: $43.6 billion in 2023, growing to $64.7 billion by 2028. I'm getting tired of reading this already. But anyways, this is my idea. This was my idea for textured printing and making it accessible for home use by your everyday person like me, you, your mama, anyone basically who can print. Basically can actually print now with textures, and it's not just going to be, you know, a business thing. It's going to be able to stick in your home and be like your home printer with these new added benefits. Alright, well, this was session number 154 of Enunciation Perfection by Nicholas Joseph Rosales. You guys feel free to finish reading the business plan that I had AI help me create. So don't think that this is, it's not exactly truthful because I had AI do it for me. So AI whipped up a sample business plan, basically, with numbers that are not quite thought out by me, at least, you know. But it gave me a basic example of how this is gonna go. So now for this idea that I have, this business plan can totally be used. I just have to, if I want to take it more serious, then I would have to actually look at it, look at the numbers, actually, gather my head around everything, make sure everything is actually legit, take out the Delaware, take out anything that makes it seem like it's not, around here, because if it's my idea, it's going to be around here. So my startup company would be Pico Rivera, or Los Angeles County. And things like that you would have to edit and fix on your templates or your business plans like that. Alright? Thanks for watching. This is Nicholas Joseph Rosales.